We got Randy Brown back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Niko Price at UFC Fight Night 133 on July 14th. Randy, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How's everything?
Everything's great, man. Where are we getting you today? Live on location at the gym, I see?
Yeah, right now I'm here getting ready to do some jiu-jitsu. So at the Enzo Gracie Academy. So
Nice.
just about to hit the mats and you called. So
All right, well, good timing. I won't keep you too long, man. I know you're a busy guy, but I think the big question a lot of people want to know, you haven't fought since November. What's been the reason for the layoff?
nothing really. I just improvement. Also I had a little thing I had to take care of. Just you know, my body and all that. Injuries and everything. So just grinding and improving, man, and just trying to come back better. So I decided to take a little bit of time off, and I'm back now.
And you're coming off a big win in your last fight. You get that unanimous decision over Mickey Gall. How happy were you with your performance in that fight?
It was good. It was all right. It could have been a lot better. You know what I mean? But it was all right. I can't really ask for anything more. Obviously I wanted to get the KO, keep it on the feet, but I had some issues. Reason for the layoff of why I didn't keep it on the feet. You know what I mean? But I got the W the way I needed to, and plus, I wanted to show people that the so-called grappler, was like with he has all these accolades and everything in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I wanted to show people I'm not afraid of his ground game, and I have a ground game. You know what I mean? Like I actually have a pretty good ground game, so I'm not really worried about that.
I don't know if you know this, but when the fight started, you actually closed as the betting underdog. Did you have any friends that won any money on you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I actually bet it on myself. So.
Oh, you did? Nice. That's good, because I couldn't believe you were an underdog heading into that because you had opened as the favorite, and I guess, I don't know what it is, just maybe Gall's win over Sage Northcutt. I don't know what it was, but people really, for some reason, were picking him against you.
Yeah, that was odd. That was odd to me, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care about, the odds. The odds don't mean shit to me. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. No, I hear you, man. So you're taking on Niko Price. He's got a great record, 11-1. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Perfect. It's a great fight for me. Stylistically, it's great. We're both really aggressive strikers. Coming forward. So it should be one for the fans. You know what I mean? It should be one for the fans. But either way, I'm gonna come out on top. So it's gonna be good. All I know is gonna be good, and I match up great, and I'm excited to show people what I'm all about.
Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
For this camp, I've been training at my main academy mostly. You know what I mean? Also, I've been doing lots of grappling for this. Lots of grappling, lots of wrestling, working on getting up and all that. But the usual characters, man. Budokan Martial Arts Academy, Belmore Kickboxing, Henzo Gracie Academy. I'm just circulating with all the guys there. You know what I mean?
That's great. And how's the weight cut going? Is that process started already? I know this fight's a few weeks away, but are you trying to get down to 170 already? Okay, fair enough. Hopefully your coaches aren't watching this or whatever yet. So I guess you cut a lot more weight closer to fight time, I guess.
I don't know. I have it down to a science, and we just kind of we figure it out and do what we do, because I'm a pretty big guy. You know what I mean? But we figure it out and make it easy on me. So
interesting. Okay. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Sensei Nardu, usual cast of characters. Sensei Nardu, Matt Cully, and Tyrone Credle.
Great. And how do you see this fight playing out on July 14th?
See it playing out. It's going to be fireworks, man. Coming out, doing what I do, and wherever it goes, I'm just trying to stay in a dominant position. You know what I mean? Wherever it is, whether I'm on my back, whether I'm on top, I want to be flowing. I want to be flowing and doing what I do.
And I know, I talked off the top about, being off for a few months. Are you looking for sort of a quicker turnaround? If all goes well, you come out healthy and everything, or do you just want to take it, see how the fight goes, and then assess it after that?
No, absolutely. I want a quick turnaround. I like to stay busy. You know what I mean? When I just started, before I was in the UFC, I was fighting every 2 months. You know what I mean? And then when I was in the UFC, my first year, I fought 5 times in 13 months. So I'm trying to stay active and keep that up. So my last year, I only fought once or twice maybe. And this year will be my first fight back this year. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go, and I wanna go out there and just put on a show for everybody and just put my name on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sort of on that same topic, I know you're not looking past Niko here, but are you looking for sort of a veteran in your next fight? It seems like you're fighting all these up and comers, and the one thing I haven't seen as far as your opponents is sort of a like a name. I guess would sort of be the best way to put it. Is that what you're looking for after this?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I tried this fight. You know what I mean? It didn't happen. So we got Niko Price instead. But this guy. He's very dangerous. So it's a good match. It's a good match, and after this, hopefully, I can break into the top 15. Maybe even the top 10 opponent. Hopefully, but depending on how this goes. So I'm looking to make it spectacular.
Was there anyone? I don't know if you're allowed to say this. Who are you supposed to fight? Who are you trying to get a fight with?
Um, I was looking to fight some of the other veterans. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I have to ask anyways because you threw it out there. So. But okay, fair enough. Yeah, obviously that's on the agenda. Two more quick questions. We've seen a lot of MMA fighters make that transition from mixed martial arts to pro wrestling. Is that something that would ever interest you after your career's done?
I mean, if the check's right, right, absolutely. You know what I mean? If the check's right, I'm down for it. I mean, I've never thought about it, but I'm down to broaden my horizon. Spread my wings afterwards. After this is all said and done with. But we'll see. When that time comes, we'll work on that. But as of right now, I need to focus on being the best mixed martial artist that I can be, and try to make a run for that title.
Did you watch pro wrestling growing up?
No, I didn't.
Okay, wasn't on your radar. Speaking of watching things, though, you watching any Netflix right now? Any Hulu? Any movies? Anything getting you through training camp right now?
Oh man, I just watched something recently. I think it's called crap. What's the name of it? It was like well, let me give you the storyline, right?
Okay,
it's
let's
a documentary of this guy, like the pizza bomber or something like that.
Oh yeah, Evil Genius. I've seen
Evil Genius. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was insane. So I think I'm on like episode 3. I think it's 4 episodes.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love all that the crime documentary stuff on Netflix. That keeps me hooked for a while. It's like have you seen Confession Tapes?
I just started watching that recently.
Oh, that's so good, man. It's crazy. You know what's crazy is that on that have you seen the first episode of that yet?
I seen one. I think I seen one and I fell asleep.
About the murder with the parents. So what's crazy about that is like I grew up in Vancouver, Canada, and that happened like in the 90s, like when I was growing up, and I like when I was watching this, I was like, man, this looks familiar. And then sure enough, it was the murder had happened like I think it was in Washington State, which is not far from where I grew up. So it was kind of crazy seeing that. I was like kind of taken back. So.
Yo, there's some crazy people out there, man.
I know. You gotta lock your doors. You gotta stay safe.
Man, there's some sick people out there.
Yeah. You playing any video games right now?
Oh, come on. You know that.
Well, I have to ask, right? I ask the important question.
That's what I do.
Are you on the Fortnite train like everyone else?
Nah, unfortunately, no. Like, if you know me, I'm not really like. I'm very different from a lot of people. You know what I mean? I don't really go with the trends and shit like that. So I'm playing PUBG. I personally think PUBG is way better than Fortnite. Fortnite is just too cartoony with the building and all that weird stuff for me. I mean, I'm a shooter, man. I like playing shooters. Yeah, I mean, I'm a sniper in the cage. I'm a sniper out. You know what I mean?
Good stuff. Well, looking forward to more of that sniping work coming up here on July 14th. It's UFC Fight Night 133. Randy, it was great getting a chance to talk to you. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours, man.
Check me out on Instagram. I'm really active on Instagram. I need to be more active on Twitter. My Instagram and my Twitter is the same. It's touch, letter NGO _. So that's touch and go _. Yeah, man, you want to play with me on Xbox or Twitch? My Twitch is touch and go. And yeah. Oh yeah, my sponsors, Everlast, out to Everlast, Inner Skin, God Lab, all that good stuff.